Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Return of the Obra Dinn, created by Lucas Pope. So I've actually, I never played any of Lucas Pope's games. I've heard amazing things about Papers, Please and Return of the Obra Dinn, and I have always been very, very much curious about Return of the Obra Dinn. I've seen maybe the first 5-10 minutes or so of the game being played, and I was very, very curious, but never got around to actually playing it. But now I actually have the time to do so, and I am very, very excited. So, without much further ado, let's get our sleuthing on and find out what happened to the Obra Dinn. Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn. Honourable East India Company, attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare for a full assessment.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late, if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. Hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
And here we are. Wow. Oh, God. For all that it's like, this is a very nostalgic sort of looking game, but for all that it is, it's a very pretty game. Very stylized, but very... Right, I guess we're moving on up. Ah, by clicking. Yes! Some tattered sails. A lot of rigging. Oh, very good, very good, very good indeed. A corpse. Now, I understand that I have a watch thing that helps me figure out what happened to corpses. But I'm sure he's meant to There you go.
It's too heavy!
Yeah, that. What do you want? Click to climb. What do you want?
It's too heavy.
Oh.
Take it yourself or open it here.
It's a book. Ah, so I guess this is my book that I put back in all my discoveries. Press D. Turn of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. Contents. Okay, yeah. Chapters. The end. Escape, bargain, doom. Right. Life at sea. Okay, yeah, so we got the okay. The journey, which we can. Okay, I see. We can sort of chart. So we can chart. That's just up and down. So we can chart the journey of where it went and where it came back from. It turned up in around here in Falmouth, I guess. Okay. The ship itself, which is yes, my map of the ship. Very good. Oh god, this is gonna be a complicated game. The crew, yes, this would be very, yes, Robert Whitwell. All the people on the ship. Very good, very good. All 60 people on the ship. Providing there's no stowaways, because a stowaway wouldn't be on the manifest. We shall see. Life at sea. Right, this is all the people on the ship. Justice at sea, and then there's, I guess, all the officers. And would either be a bosun. This is the thing, trying to put that nautical knowledge, which I've read from various books. Admittedly, most of these were novels, not actual historical books, but I'm gonna try my best. Yes, all the various people. Yes. Ooh, and whoever this guy is. But apparently he's not important, because I guess he was already... wait, have I got to figure out who he is without looking at his face? That's upset, unless he's not important. I may have to count all these people at some point. Right. Underway. Bit of dancing, bit of fiddling, bit more dancing over here. Very good, very good. Loose cargo. Big ol' empty book. Very good. Right, is there a way that I can just go all the way out of this? How do I get out of the book? How do I escape from the book? Right. Oh, tab is to open and close the book. And Q is table of contents. So Q is table of contents. And tab to close the book. There we go. First mystery solved. And here is my Memento Mortem. Very good. Remember death. Right. See you later. Back we go. Back onto the Obra Dinn. Very, very good. Right then. I remember there was a body over yonder. Can I sprint? I'm assuming I can't sprint. Nope, I can just walk around this ship, which is not a problem. I don't mind walking around this here ship. Well, obviously something happened, because the mast, one of the masts is half on its side. But then everyone is dead, so I assume something would have happened. Right, well, got my creepy pocket watch. Let's see what happened to this fella. Ba-bum.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Right, and here we are. First death of the game. So one might guess that this is the captain, considering they're saying captain, and it's the captain's cabin that we're going into. And, well, we can also infer that because he has a firearm readily available, that he'd be the captain, because they'd have been locked in the captain's cabins or under the bosun's key. I think it'd be the bosun. I think. So, but basically, he's got a gun, therefore he's probably the captain. Yeah, because they'd have had like boarding axes, and they wouldn't have had actual firearms. So this guy was shot. This guy's watching. Who is that? Who are you? Who are you, sir? You have a knife in your mouth. Are you going to go and sneaky sneak? I see. Okay, lots of things are happening. Who is this man? Oh, you've been shot, so I guess you're the guy who was on the floor. Right, okay, and I guess oh, okay, memory's bleeding away, so I only have limited time. Okay. Oh, so we're starting at the end, going to work our way back then, I guess. Right. Outside the captain's quarters. Who is this? How did they die? The location of the corpse was there. 3 other people were present. So... I don't know who this man is. We don't know who this man is, but this man... now, in the little bit of gameplay footage that I did watch, which was by Nerd Cubed, which is fantastic, I understand that if they're hazy, we don't have enough... but as they get clearer, we sort of know more about them, so we can pretty much guarantee that we know more or less about who this person is. And this is obviously the man who was doing the shooting, so we can infer that this man is And also by the way that he's dressed. Yeah. This person's face is no longer blood, which means that they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book, maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, pages 2 to 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find out clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Right, so no more stowaways. It's just the people on the manifest. Very good. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Thanks. I'm gonna need it. Okay. Right. So, memory 1, this man, who we can assume is the captain, Mr. Robert Ritterell. So this much we know. Good. So that seems to be another officer, because he's wearing a similar hat. Maybe one of the mates. Like first officer, maybe, because he's standing by the captain, along with the other officers. So this must have been the man who was being shot, but we don't know who this man is. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. Blurring indicates you don't yet have enough information to determine their identity, so we don't know who they are. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive, so stop trying to do it. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Very good. Oh, no, wait. So we've established that then this person is the person who died in the dream. So who is this? How did they die? So he is this guy. That guy is the fellow, would I assume, this guy. So what happened that one of the officers was trying to kill the captain and mutinied? And they're talking about something about shells. And I noticed that there's a bit of the chapter that is called The Bargain, so interesting. Right, who is this? How did they die? This unknown soul, because we can establish that he is some form of, not necessarily just like the rank and file of the ship, he's some form of officer, which I can sort of infer from what he's wearing and where he's standing, and again the photo. Met an unknown fate, but he was shot with an arrow, no, with a gun. This unknown by Mr. Captain Robert Ritterell. Yes. This unknown soul was shot. Yeah, and he was there. Very good, very good. Okay, let's get out of the book. Right, so... now that door is open in the memory, we can now go investigate further, but we don't need any more, so we can go and leave the memory. Very good. Yes, now that door was open in the memory, we can establish that. Right, so there was a guy running up that way, I noticed as well. Okay. Several bodies. Very, very interesting. And a knife. That door's locked. The back balcony door was open. What the hell is that? What is that? Don't know what that is. Creepy. Right, so the back balcony. So I wonder if the guy who was running up the steps is going around to jump down to the balcony to come around this way. And is that then him? Okay, let's find out who this guy is first.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Aha. So that be the captain having a bit of a scuffle. He's dropped his gun and he's slashed his throat. That looks very cool, actually. Now I wonder... I see some legs. Yeah, I was right. So that guy coming down with the knife in his mouth. So coming down from this way to knife him in the back, probably. Okay. So he's dead on the floor, being shot in the face. Shot in the face. Right. Oh, and there goes the memory. Right. Okay. Okay. Very, very good. So here's this guy then. So he was the second man who was to the left of the guy being shot as he came in. So who is this? We don't know who he is, but we know that he was stabbed, torn apart. What? Decaffeinated. No. Decapitated, I know. He was knifed by the captain. But we still don't know who he is. Door is open, which means we can now leave this memory. Very good indeed. So, captain was still alive. There's the knife. So, who are you? I say who are you? I don't know who any of these people are. Oh, so that's the guy drowning in his own blood on the floor. Good. Oh, it's a stabbing sound. Okay. Stabbed in the back by the guy coming down the thing. And he got clubbed. He's, gargling in his own blood. So he's dead and / dying. Well, he's dying. He's died outside. Captain is over yonder. Yeah, stabbed in the back after a little scuffle. Because he's dying. Not good. And he came in and he got smacked in the face. With this clubby thing. Cool, by the captain. Captain's racking up a body count. Right. So, now, who is that? Zoom, Oh, I can zoom in and find out who these people... So that's her. That's very handy. So I can figure out who these people actually are in terms of... I can zoom in on their faces to get an idea of... So that's him. Very good. Very good. Inside the captain's quarters. Who is this? How did they die? Well, we know that one other person was present. Yeah, which is the captain who killed him. Who is this? How did they die? This man was clubbed by the captain who's racking up a body count. Right, we don't know who he is. Actually, who? Well, I didn't want to do that, actually. Can I go back to my book? Right. If I look at the crew... Yeah, of course, because accents do play a part in this game. So would the guy standing next to him who was shot in the first one, did he sound kind of Scottish? I wonder if that would be bosun's mate, surgeon's mate. Well, okay, so we can rule out the bosun because the guy who got shot was neither Austrian nor French, or at least not obviously so. And he was one of the officers. So we can infer that it was either one of... I don't think he would sound particularly Scottish. So one of probably second, third, or fourth mate, I think. As for you, I have no idea who you are. But this guy... Yeah, he's in different clothes to everybody else. He's actually in the jacket. He's actually in uniform. Interesting. I want to listen to the other one again. Hold on. I want to listen to this again, see what he sounds like.
Captain! Open the door!
Oh, he's very Scottish.
Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Okay then, right, so he's very Scottish. So he's the only Scottish mate, so that, and he was standing by the captain's shoulder, so that would infer in the photo that he is the first mate. Booyah! Right, I'm pretty confident of that. I can also zoom by doing that as well. Handy to know, handy to know. Right, let's go to the book. This unknown soul, I think I actually know who this person is. You don't have sufficient information to determine this person's identity. Oh wait, please explain, try it anyways. Please explain. Oh no, this is explaining that I don't have enough to, I shouldn't have enough to do it, but I figured it out, I'm sure I have. I want to try anyways. Because we've established that who we know he is. I reckon, yeah, because he was in uniform. He was standing by the captain's side. He's one of. Hold on. He was. Let me go back to the start. Where's the crew? Life at Sea, the sketch. We can establish that. Yeah, exactly. One. But he. Nah. I said that, yeah, he's got these guys. So would these be this? Yes, yeah. So there's 3, yeah. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Captain's wearing the biggest, fanciest of hats. He's wearing the slightly less fancy hat. I know that sounds stupid, but that's the logic I'm going off. He's wearing the nautical hat. And they're all in the same sort of uniform, all these 4. But this man particularly is wearing a slightly different hat to everybody else, so I reckon that's first mate. Plus the fact he's also by the captain's cabin, and he was shot by Robert Whitterell. He was also the only one of them who is Scottish. So I reckon I've got enough to figure out who this man is. This unknown soul, I'm going to try anyways. I reckon he was William Horscott. This may or may not be correct. Damn it, game. Damn it. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have information typeset into the book. So while it's written like that, right. Well, if I can 2 bodies.
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love.
Soon, my love. Okay.
Please forgive me for everything.
Well. I wonder how he died. Okay. Well, he was talking to her. Was he talking to her? Well, we can assume that, I'm going to say we assume. But unless he's talking to the spirit of his wife, and that's not actually her. That's the thing. The way that was worded, it sounds like he could be speaking to the woman in the bed, which would make sense. She's in the captain's cabin sleeping. But The way that was could have been phrased as he was just talking to his wife, who is now dead, presumably. No one else was present, so the person in the car was already dead. Captain Robert Whitterall killed himself with a gun. Yeah. And left an absolute trail of bodies in his wake as well. Oh yeah, part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, it's all the different ends. So it ends with the captain's death. Interesting. So. Alright, so that was him. What about her? Bottom. I'm sorry. Right. So there was a giant ass storm, a kraken, which obviously absolutely nailed. That's what happened, I guess, to the mast then. Or at least part of the rigging. So, God, so he's running. So is that Martin? She was talking to someone. Who are you? You're in one of the officers. And that's her. I want my husband. Oh, she is the only married woman on board. Don't know who you are. Don't come back! Oh, who are you? Oh, it's another woman. Oh, I didn't have time. I was too busy being distracted by the giant ass kraken. The Doom. Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, so she was in the bed, but she was already dead. 10 other people were present. Who is this? How did they die? Martin, where is the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? Martin, where is the captain? I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. So does that suggest that her husband is the captain? Would also suggest that she is Abigail. She was her. Yeah, I didn't spot who these people were. And then he was present. The guy who was clubbed by Robert Whitterall. Oh, and then all these people were present as well. God, all these people were present. Well, I guess the ship was being attacked by a kraken, so. Apparently I know enough to know who you are, to identify you. Apparently. Apparently I know enough to figure out who you are. I know enough to figure out who you are, though. Unknown. Martin Perrott, so because he's also an, yeah. And who is this? She sounded slightly Scottish, didn't she? Yeah, well, she was. Well, we know that she was crushed, not decapitated by. Rigging? Yeah, because that is actually what happened. The rigging was destroyed by the beast. Yeah, she sounded slightly Scottish, I'm sure. Oh. Three fates were correct. Abigail Horse was crushed by falling rigging. William Hoscott, first mate, was shot by a gun. Yes. I got him! Oh, I got the first mate. Got in. Oh, I'm very pleased with myself for figuring out who the first mate was that quickly. Yes. Yeah, I'm very pleased about figuring him out that quickly. I mean, maybe that was easy, but I'm quite pleased with that. Good. Right, then. Right, so yeah, if these are other people on the boat, then... Well, they're done in sets of 3, but I reckon I'm pretty confident I know who this guy is. That's her. Who is this guy? Possibly the bosun's mate. What did that just do? What did that just do? Did that just show me? Is that a body within a... I'm very confused about what's happened here. I'm very confused. Oh, is it showing me that a body that I couldn't... that was washed overboard or something? So it's showing me with the body... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's like a hazy body as opposed to like a fixed body. So this is like a body from somebody else's death thing. Oof. Interesting tattoos this man has. Interesting tattoos this man has. He was ripped in half. Right, who are you? Guy who's tatted up to hell. Time to open. This man. Don't know who he is. Another very tattooed man. Oh no, not a tattooed man. Just he's wearing. So I noticed it like a red midshipman. Then just a random sailor. He's just thrown his gun. And that's one of the possibly the bosun. Ah, that's one of the. No, too late to. Who you? A lot of people were present for that mine getting ripped in half. Who is this? Don't know. How did they die? Got ripped in half, didn't he? Torn apart. That's what I torn apart is. By. Is the beast an option? The beast is an option. By a terrible beast. However, we don't know who he is. He's doing the thing again. So I guess this guy gets washed overboard. I see. Not sure if he's been dismembered or unclear. I guess we're about to find out. Ah. Explosion. So he got exploded? Is he in there? Hold on. Yeah, so he got exploded. Was he holding the barrel? Is that kind of suicide? Wait, so I thought they were the same person. I know they're sat in issue, or nearby each other. Who is this man with a sword? Who are you? Oh, that's that guy! The many tattoos who got ripped in half in a minute. Ooh, or gets ripped in half in a minute. He's that guy coming out with the guns, and I don't know who that is. Maybe the bosun? Or the bosun's mate. Who is this? How did they die? They got exploded. Alive? That's an option. Okay, Exploded! Exploded. Was blasted by an explosion. 5 others were present. So who's that second guy? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? One of the other 1 to 4th of mates. I want to say you're maybe the bosun. That would make sense considering he's got rifles on him. And who are you? Ah, yeah, you're the guy who is helping with exploding. You got exploded. Can't even see him. But the guy in there got exploded. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, yeah. We've already established who she is. Wow, so they died. So she was dead for a while. Crushed by falling rigging when they were attacked by the beast on the main deck. And then, ages later, Captain kills himself with her body in the cabin. Ah, so I can now go down here. Just having a look all around, just having an investigate. But I notice that there's a body that's been crushed by a cannon, which is not surprising because cannons are mega heavy. Oofed. Oofed. Alright, who are you? That's Martin, the one she was talking to, who is the 3rd mate. Don't know who you are. Yeah, no idea who that person is. Ah, is that these two again? Yeah, so that's those two. You're the guy who gets exploded. You're the guy who helps him get exploded. Can't get past you anyway. So is this during? Oh no, this is open. I'll have to investigate in there in a minute. Yes, so we know how you died. Very good. Very, very, very good. I'm saying very good a lot. It's just all these people getting brutally murdered and dismembered. I'm just saying. Yes, very good, very good. Who is this? How did they die? I'm going to say that a lot. I feel like in this playthrough people are going to get very annoyed. He was crushed by a cannon. By a cannon. Don't know who he is though. Just some rando. 4 other people were present. It's this guy, Martin Perrott, who we've established as the 3rd mate. So we're sure it's him. That guy who got exploded, and that guy who, as far as we are aware, is still alive. Where's the other one then? What one would guess over here, judging by the drum beats. Anyway. Interesting. Oh, the ship got severely screwed up, didn't it? There's a hefty hole in the side as well. That must be made by the beast. Cracking the ship. Alright, let's figure out what happened to this guy. The fuse. The fuse. Z. No, that's not Austrian. So, cannon was fired apparently. And utterly... Oh, no, it wasn't the Kraken. That was the shot of it going through there. And this guy got cut in half by it, which makes sense, yeah. Anybody else around? Anybody else around for this happening? I guess not. Ah, who are you guys? Well, I must have... Yeah, that would have taken them out as well. Ah, is that what happens with the cannon? Is he about to get crushed against that? Is that what happens? Who are you? That's the guy from the start. That's the other guy from the start. So these are the ones who actually end up mutinying. Who are you? That's Tattoo Man. Tattoo Man. Who is this? How did they die? The fuse. Kaboom. Now, was he the one speaking? But we know that he was... Hooves, tail, or wing. What? What has wings? Shot with a cannon. That suggests that he was actually shot deliberately there. I'm still going to go shot with a cannon, because he was. Which, yeah, but that... Wait, what? Corpses. There was 2 of them then. Did they both get blasted? I may need to look at this memory again. Ah, it's tricky when it's got the... Let me have a quick look at this before I go back. Well, no, there's just one guy in there. He was crushed by the cannon being... He was crushed by the cannon going back. That's why we can't get at him, he was underneath the cannon. Oh, so maybe there was two guys there. So who are you? Some rando. You're the one that was shot. Because the cannon is there. Belay Spark. You are just some rando. Right, in that case, you're the one that got blasted. Are they? Or maybe they both got blasted. Although I didn't see him actually get shot. Maybe he was crushed by the monster. Yeah. Because that shows him being... He gets blasted in a second. He gets crushed, is being crushed as we speak by the cannon. And he is also being crushed by the beastie. So you can be filled in. Excuse me, hello. No. Oh, okay. Unless they did get shot both. Yeah, because they're sort of... Yeah, they're sort of lumped into one, so I'm going to just say for now that I think they were... Yeah, I'm going to say for now that they were both shot by the cannon. Because that suggests that... No, Belay Spark. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Oh, that's after that. Yeah, so you can sort of see the timeline of events. Load, move by hands, aim level, ready. No, Belay Spark. So it's... Come in, grabbed it. He's been crushed. And then the cannon has already been lit, so the fuse. Who are you? I wonder if this might go up the Austrian guy, because the other guy... Oop, Q, so I wanted to go back to the main. Who's the crew? The bosun was an Austrian. Alfred Klestil. Ah. Christian Wolf was also Russian, Denmark, Wales. Ooh, okay. Oh, bugger. So there were 2 Austrians aboard. There were 2 Austrians aboard. So either one of these people could have been saying Zifuse. Yeah. It does make sense that could be the bosun. The Austrian bosun. But then likewise, he's a gunner. It could be any one of these guys. Let me see that picture again. Yeah, he was also present as a gunner. And so was he. So it could be either one of these three. Or bosun. That's tricky. It is quite tricky. I've said that though, they were about the guns. So that would make sense for the Austrian gunner. Who are you again? But you are one of the bosuns, aren't you? Or at least you're wearing a fancy hat that could suggest that you're a bosun. But then it would make sense for the gunners to also be here. Would make sense for the gunners to be present as well. Not enough to go on. Not enough to go on really yet. So I did notice this door is not open. Aha! I knew there'd be something over here. Ah! No! Did this man shit himself to death? Oh, that's just upset. That's just... So he didn't shit himself to death. Well, that's something. But he was doing his business, and then... I guess this must be at the start before everyone else kicks off, because he's like, fuck's going on? Man's having a really tricky shit. Yeah, this must be the first death of the Doom then. This is before it all started. Everyone's sort of naturally just walking around. There's him. Yeah, they're all sort of just walking around, minding the business, just doing their usual things. And the Kraken monster thing just rolls up and crushes the man while he's taking a crap. Yeah, this must be the first. Just rolls up while he's taking a dump. Who even is this man? Hello, can I actually have a view of who this man is, please? Apparently not. ES? ES? So he doesn't have a... It's just the monogram. ES. It's just a monogram, and he's not in the photo because he's the one drawing the photo. He's signed the sketch. Well, we know that they were crushed by the beast while he was taking a dump, which is the most undignified way to die. Was there like an artist aboard? ES. ES. Crushed by the beast. So that's just ES. P.S. Artist Edward Spratt. Edward Spratt. And there is no other artists. It's got to be him then. This man, Edward Spratt, the artist, was crushed by a terrible beast. Oh, and there's more. Apparently there's another death that happened here. Oh, what an undignified way to die. There. Oh, on board ship. Oh, wonder if this was another person who got crushed as this was happening. Oh, are they just killing this man? I feel really bad for Edward Spratt. That was upsettingly bad. Let's follow the ghosty thing to see what happened to... this guy who was dead before they threw him overboard, which just looked like
Over my dead body, you bloody Dane.
bloody Dane.
How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget.
It was the goat.
You killed my brother.
What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
So this asshole he's saying like get in the boat. This guy we don't recognise. This guy we don't recognise. But this guy had a very clear accent and he was referred to as being a Dane. So this was happening whilst the other guy was getting crushed while taking a dump, I guess. He's got a lantern. Was he on watch? It's nighttime apparently. Or having said that, I don't know how we can tell if it's nighttime or not. It seems darker. So this guy, how many Danish crew members were aboard? Probably not many. Alright, so he was clubbed by someone we don't know. Lars Lind, possibly. Let me have a look at the full list, please. Full list, please. The crew. So he wasn't Austrian, he was Danish, or they refer to him as Dane. But then, do they actually know how they've been? There's one Danish crew in the world so far. Lars Lind, who's a seaman from Denmark. Gonna go on a limb and say that this was Lars. The ropes then? What's the Swedish guy? Was he a top man? Because I'm conscious of the fact that, you know, Captain Stewart was Swedish. The captain's steward was Swedish, so he wasn't a topman though. Yeah, I'd say that's a safe-ish bet. Don't know who you are though, but his brother was killed supposedly by Lars, or who we think is Lars, because something to do with ropes. I'm sorry, what are the dashes mean? Disappearances. 7 wayward souls disappear. 7 wayward souls disappear during the events of this chapter. Their fates are catalogued here. Okay. So we can sort of, okay, so let's think about timeline of events, and then we'll probably have to sign off. But we've got a lot of deaths, and then 7 disappearances. So we can think, so the first man to die was this guy, who was killed by, who was clubbed to death by that guy, for some reason to do with his brother. The next person to die was on the bow of the ship, taken dumb, was killed by the beast, and then they obviously, someone probably noticed, then things happened. They started trying to fight back. He lit the fuse, loaded it, lit the fuse, but was crushed by the beast quickly. The gun went off, these men were then killed in the blast. He was crushed by a loose cannon, possibly knocked loose when the other cannon was fired backwards. Sometime later, they were fighting. They used the gunpowder to try and explode the creature. He got caught in the blast, or was killed himself in the blast. This guy got crushed to death. She was crushed by falling rig during the attack. And then a load of people. Oh, is there an option to be like, this person's actually alive and they left because they were getting in the boat. Alive. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Looks terrifying. And there's several others left in that. There was 4 people getting into the boat. One of them was theoretically Lars. Theoretically, one of them was Lars, but then that guy, this guy turned back and hit him and killed him in retaliation for his brother's death. So we can assume that 3 of those people left in the boat, including that guy. The other 2, possibly these 2, I don't know. Very tricky. And then there was a selection of other disappearances. People just unaccounted for. Did they run? Did they fall overboard? Just not find their bodies? That is very tricky. Well, I think we've had some pretty good progress here. I think I've got a few, well, 3 fates definitely nailed down because they're in the book. A couple of people that we sort of know how they died, and maybe 1 or 2 names. Well, the artist and the Dutchman, or not the Dutchman, the Danishman. They're pretty. I think they're fairly locked in my mind, at least not in the book. But I think we're making good progress. Well, if you enjoyed this so far, by all means come back for part 2. See you then.